Hello, folks. Today we are going to be talking about email etiquette. So, it's really important for you to know how to email because sometimes that can get you a job. So, we will be talking about how to be professional and efficient and clear and proper in your emails, whether it's to a teacher or to someone in the community who's a professional or to someone who may give you a job eventually, or to a college or to a professor. You've got to know how to present yourself well because it's just the way the world works. People are going to judge you based on their first impression of you. And sometimes that first impression comes through email, okay? So I've created an acronym to help you remember the important things in an email. It spells out gross. So if you think email writing is gross, hopefully you can remember this acronym and write a good email. So G stands for greeting, R is recognize humanity, O is overview, S is subject line, and the second S is signature. In the greeting, you need to keep it professional, and you should include a word or a phrase and the recipient's name. A bad example of this would be, "Yo, what's up, homie?" with 5 exclamation points. That's not very professional, it's very casual. A good example would be, "Hello, comma, Miss Kirstein's, comma." Next, you need to recognize the recipient's humanity, okay? So include a well wish immediately after the greeting. This can be as simple as, "I hope you're well," or "I hope you're staying safe during this time." You also need to give your recipient, and by the way, recipient is the person who you're sending the email to, give them time to reply. So not everyone is going to reply immediately because people are busy and they may have a lot in their inbox and they may have a lot of people to answer. Don't expect teachers or professors or professionals to answer at midnight or on the weekends. They do have lives outside of their work, and some people don't have email come to their phone, so they may only have it on their desktop. Therefore, they might only check it in the morning and afternoon. And also, be nice, be courteous. Teachers and professionals are humans too. The next is overview, and the overview is the context your teacher needs to understand your email. Overview should be in the first lines of an email, right after the greeting and the well wish. And the overview includes who you are and why you're writing. So, businesses have a lot of customers, teachers have a lot of students. It's important for you to let them know who you are, especially if you know they don't know you quite well yet. And then for you to tell them, "Hey, this is why I'm sending you an email." Here's an example. "I hope you are well. This is Billy Bob from your first period class, and I'm writing to ask you a question about the meme museum assignment. So I know exactly what Billy Bob is about to ask me and who he is." The subject line is very important, guys. It's like a title for your email. Already this year, I received some emails with no subject line or with messages typed in the subject line. Really, it should only include about a couple words or a phrase that lets your recipient know what the email is about. And it's going to go right here, okay? So this to place is where you will type the email address of your recipient. And then the subject line is where you'll type a couple words that just let us know what the email's about, okay? It's important that you do this because if you don't include a subject, sometime email filters will send it to spam. And finally, the signature. Include a sign-off phrase followed by your name. You can use something like sincerely or cordially if you're sending a more formal letter, maybe you're trying to get hired. But when in doubt, for everyday use, just say thank you, comma, or have a good day, comma. An example would be, "Thank you, Maria Kirsteins." So this comes at the very end of your email after you've typed out your actual message. And finally, an important reminder is proofread. Make sure your words are spelled correctly. Make sure your email is clear. You don't want your recipient to misunderstand your message. So if you read it over again and something is confusing, reword it. Use commas and periods correctly. Avoid using all caps. You don't want to sound like you're shouting at people. Capitalize all your I's and words at the beginning of the sentence, and any proper nouns like the names of people or places or organizations.